a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
I know what you're going to ask. Percy Jackson, why are you hanging from a Times Square billboard without your pants on, about to fall to your death? Good question. You can blame Apollo, god of music, archery, and poetry, also the god of making me do stupid quests.
Welcome to Of the Eldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parents.
I am Raye from Cabin 12.
And I'm Charlie from Cabin 13.
And we are in it to fucking win it.
We are. Bro, I read new Percy Jackson media. Like, what's up with this?
New
Even
content.
From like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't know, like, I mean, I knew it existed because I had heard other podcasters talk about it, but before that, I didn't know about it. I was like, what? What are you what is this singer of Apollo? What is this? What are you speaking of? I do not know. I feel like we gotta explain where the fuck this story comes from.
Right. Because it's rather interesting. I didn't really look into it, but yeah, continue.
Yeah, I mean, it's a short story by Rick, for a book called Guys Read, Other Worlds.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's a compilation of short stories, and Rick did a short story in it. It was
So,
from 2013.
The Guys Read series is like an anthology series for specifically like tween boys, I think, to like encourage them to read, and so they'll get authors to make these. And I think that's basically all that it is just a little thing that like you hypothetically can get out of context to like encourage boys to like reading.
And that's why it's the just Percy and Grover quest.
Just guys being dudes.
Just guys being dudes, you know?
Annabeth conveniently off in San Fran.
Although, why not Blackjack? That's another question I have. Come on, if you want just guys being dudes, it should be Percy, Blackjack, and Grover, the dream team. You can even add Tyson in there, like...
Okay, I feel like Blackjack isn't here as like a throwaway line because he wrote Percy dangling off of a tall thing and then went, why wouldn't his Pegasus catch him? And then said, he's busy. just so that you as the reader can't unactually him.
Rick just really wanted to have Percy's pants fall off. Like, that is the reason that this short story exists, and that's it. Just so we can know that Percy wears blue boxers. There's no design on them. They're just plain blue boxers. I feel like this is fake. I feel like we just caught Percy on the one day his boxers don't have anything on them. We caught him on a good day. He was just like, nope, I gotta put on my Sunday best ones for Grover, I guess. I don't know. I'm making up shit.
Yeah, I feel like he should have goofy ass boxers. Just like in general.
He's a goofy ass boy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he? Like, where's the ones with like little skateboards on them or Pegasi or something? I don't know. He's got special Camp Half-Blood underwear.
That'd be cute.
For like the being there for so many years, you get Camp Half-Blood underwear.
So I don't think it's a great crime that you missed this particular one.
Yeah, this one's kind of like
not to spoil our like thoughts for the end, but like it's largely inconsequential. It has very Monster of the Week vibes.
And that's why, you know what else about this story is fun? When does it take place?
Post Last Olympian.
Yeah, no, there's like we can't spoil things, but there's reasons why when it takes place does not make sense at all.
don't worry about it. It's fine.
I don't know what to do. I'll get into it. I'll get into it in a bit. What was this short story about, my dude?
All right. Well, this is
Tell
Percy
me.
Jackson and the singer of Apollo. Yeah, it's about
Not
some girl
and
who sings.
the Olympians.
Yeah. Yeah, we get it. We get it. All right. Percy is celebrating Grover's birthday with him when Apollo rocks up and asks for / demands a favor. He's got these 4 golden girls, like the show, but but one of them flew the coop and he needs her back to fill out the harmonies. You get it. We get it. Percy uses some wax to protect himself from music magic, and Grover gets to borrow Apollo's cool lyre. But their first attempt at a capture does not go very well. She literally flies away. Percy goes after her and decides Grover should sing up a birdcage to catch her, but he loses the wrestling match and he ends up getting pushed off of Time's Tower. Percy convinces the Celadon, that's what they are, the Celadons. He convinces her to try and sign his pants using Riptide, and in this case, the sword is mightier than the pen, and she is so surprised, she turns into a bird, allowing Grover to catch her, and then Percy and Grover drop her off, and then they return to birthday time. And that's the story. Apollo being a weird person, asking people to do shit for him, not being very grateful afterwards.
I mean, that's what the gods do.
Yeah.
Also, real fun. The guy's Reed story does not pass the Bechdel test.
Yeah, no.
Not only do we not have even any named females that show up, because like the it's either Celadones or Celadones,
Yeah.
depending on pronunciation, but like they don't have names. They're just like
they are literally
the golden
property.
Girls.
And
they're literally property.
Yeah, I was like, she literally desires freedom, and y'all are just gonna put her back? Hello?
There are reasons that I don't like this now.
Yeah, hold the fuck up.
So badly. Like, this is a problematic short story. That's my hot take.
Exactly.
Oh, Rick,
just
what are
guys
you
being
doing?
dudes, holding
Just
girls
guys
captive.
being dudes.
I was like, Percy, you have 0 issues with this? But I mean, she is technically an automaton, and he, like, historically doesn't like those. But
yeah.
We need to talk about the personhood of automatons in Percy Jackson.
It's sad that not only is she, like, literally an object, but she's also a woman. We've objectified the woman so hard. She's, in fact, a robot.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I feel like we met those guys at the Arch who were automatons, who had personalities and were cool. And then ever since then, I don't know that we've seen one who had a personality.
Yeah, it was like book 3, they were cool. And then like book 4, it was like, nope. Book 5, they're on our side, but like...
Yeah, see... In books 4 and 5, automatons cannot have morality because they don't have enough personhood to do so. So, like, Percy dislikes them personally because they can be programmed against him. But, like, technically, they're, like, just tools. But, so we're acting like this is a book 4 or 5 automaton where we can just, like, do whatever we want with her. But, like, she is actively acting against that, like, by trying to fight for her freedom and, like, do her own shit. Yeah.
She has desires.
Why are they programmed with desires, Apollo and Hephaestus?
No, that's the problem with her. Like, that's why she's bugging, is because she's not supposed to. But, the warranty only covers 2,000 years, so.
Yeah, some fucky shit going on here. I don't know about all this, personally.
If your automaton develops personality after 2,000 years, then that's a bug.
Wait, that's the fucking plot of Detroit Become Human.
Oh no!
Which means that we are the bad guys in this scenario.
Are we the baddies?
Okay, please tell me about Celadones.
Okay, once again, I have no idea how to pronounce it, but, like, the Greek has, like, K's, so that makes me think that it's supposed to be Celadones.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
But I still call her Cersei, so, like, who fucking knows? I'm gonna go with the hard K sound.
Got it.
So, I had to go into theoi.com because Wikipedia has like one sentence about it, actually.
Right. Okay. You're forgetting something, Charlie.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Listen, I was thrown off by many things today.
Yeah.
And like this short story. So in case you missed it, these ladies, so they have like it's like a full name here, the Chrysiae Chelidones, which literally means golden charmers.
Ooh.
Do we not love? So yeah, they're automatons. They're magical. They sing. They were made by Hephaestus.
Okay, cool.
They were in fact at Delphi. So like Rick, he got like the 2 sentences from here and went with that. Literally.
Yeah.
The second sentence here is that they were either women or birds or siren women.
Well,
so
yeah.
But here's
out.
your other fun fact. They're very similar to some other golden women that Hephaestus himself has. See, he also has his own golden automaton women that are his attendants and help him build shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're the Chrysiae. They're golden maidens. That's what they are. Yeah.
I saw them in our graphic novel once. I remember them.
Yeah, he likes golden ladies, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that seems like a fetish, my dude.
You know what? It's not my kink, but go off, man. You like golden automaton robot ladies? Sure.
If they don't gain sentience, there's technically nothing wrong with that. If they do, we have a problem.
This feels like a Galatea situation, which is why I'm uncomfortable. But you have a different perspective on Galatea, which is not mine. So we've had this conversation, and I will continue to be like, Galatea needs to get the fuck out of there because Pygmalion is a shithead.
Technically I think that's correct, but I like recontextualizing it into being nice. But like,
he's an incel.
But that's also the origin, is that it's supposed to be romantic, so it's like I'm
sorry, I can't.
It's like a double reach around of like trying to make it romantic.
You're just like, no, I'm gonna ignore the modern context of everything and just be like, nope, it was a happy story.
Using the modern context and then being like, despite it all, they make it work. I feel like that's the point of My Fair Lady, is being like, technically this is problematic, but also they love each other, so.
Yeah.
Despite it all.
You just gotta take the glasses off the girl, make her look pretty.
Oh man, fuck, whatever. I know. See, I love that comes from adversity, okay? Moving on.
Okay, Percy Jackson and the Singer of Apollo. Let's talk about it. So, okay, what I want to see the version that you have. What are you reading?
So I googled it and I downloaded a PDF. That's what I've got.
I love that for you. Does yours have chapters?
No. But it does. It is. I think it's from the book. Yes, it's from Other Worlds.
Okay, so I have a specific book that is just Percy Jackson and the Singer of Apollo.
Yes, which was released later.
Yeah, it's like a...
What the fuck? Why is that so long? This is not a long story.
This is like it says free book, World Book Day from 2019. So there's like a million different Rick Riordan books at the front. There's only like this is like 40-page story.
Mm.
And then there's like a bunch of other like Rick Riordan things at the end, and then like a sneak peek of like a different story that's unrelated. It might be another guy's read thing. I didn't look at it because I was focused on this. But yeah, no, I've got literally like, this is one, and then there's like a spot where there's like two. This has chapters.
That is really, really strange. I can't even imagine like trying to split this up.
It's very weird. Okay, so, we gotta love how, like, Percy starts us off. It's just like, so you must be wondering how I got here, kind of thing. Like,
yeah. Literally that, like, in media res.
We love it. And then we gotta be like, Percy Jackson was a very special boy.
Right, because it's in an anthology series, so we can't assume that you know who Percy Jackson is.
Which makes sense. We have to explain the basics, which is just like, just explain what you need to know. This is a need to know basis. It's a short story. We don't need too much explanation.
I'm a demigod, I'm the son of the sea god. You get it.
Yeah. Although, okay, this is a weird thing, at least in my version. It does say, or in the middle of maths class.
What?
I'm sorry. You are an American teenager. Why are you taking maths with an
Mine
S?
says math.
Mine says maths.
Fascinating. Is that the fucking British release? What happened?
Did I get a British book? Somehow?
Somehow. You really must have. Mine says math.
What is up with this? I want to know what happened while Percy was taking a shower, though. Like, what Greek god came in during his shower and said, "Hey, can you do a quest for me?" It was definitely his dad. It's like, water. Perfect time. Okay, so it's Grover's birthday. We're hanging out in Brooklyn. Juniper can, in fact, go places. This is important lore, because I don't think we knew this before, that nymphs can, like, go places as long as they have a little bit of their plant with them, which I like. I do, in fact, like this.
Yeah, that's good for her.
So she has some juniper berries in her pocket. Percy's like, wonder what would happen if they got smashed. Wait, don't think about that. Like, we love the intrusive thought. Oh yeah, wait, no, we do have one named female character. That's Juniper.
Yeah, she's actually here.
She doesn't speak, though.
Yeah,
She
no
does not
lines.
speak once. So, barely counts.
And she is here in capacity as Grover's girlfriend. Annabeth is only ever mentioned as Percy's girlfriend. Yep. So,
We're doing great here, guys.
We're doing great.
So yay, women. So Percy gives Grover some aluminum cans for his birthday.
It's his favorite snack.
Does yours say aluminum cans or does it say tin cans?
It says aluminum, yes.
Okay. Or should I say aluminium? So I think maybe this is a British version. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's his favorite snack. We gotta love it. Pin the tail on the human.
What does that mean, Grover?
What does it mean?
Grover?
Do you have a tail, Grover? Have we talked about if Grover has a tail?
I don't think we have. He should, though, right?
Theoretically, he should, because he's a goat.
Yeah, his whole lower half is goat. If Grover doesn't have a tail, what are we doing here?
I mean, we also don't mention whether or not he's got his dick hanging out this entire story. So, because yeah.
I think we can just generally assume that Grover has a tail.
Assumption made.
Excellent.
So, without warning, it's hot. Who's here? The hottest god.
Yeah, every time that Apollo shows up, you get uncomfortably hot. And it's up to you to interpret what that means.
Ooh. The fact that it's like, it literally gets steamy, and it's like the steam cleared, and there was Apollo.
He does that shit on purpose. He's like, I know I look good. He does.
The Dryads are in love with him, and Percy and Grover like, shit. So, quest time.
Oh, Apollo.
Yeah, so he introduces them to his backup girls. his backup singers. So before I knew this was a mythological thing, my brain was just like, no, it's Apollo and the Muses. Like, the Muses are his backup girls, right?
Mm-hmm. No, they're their own band. They don't give a shit about him, actually.
Apparently, they are their own band. I did not know this. I'm surprised, but yeah, instead he got to have robot ladies because no real ladies wanted to be with him.
Roast his ass.
I will, just like I'll roast Pygmalion. Yeah, so they're beautiful, and there's only 3 of them, so that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they sing so fucking beautifully,
they're crying over one chord, and he's like, what? No, hold up, the harmonies are all off. We need that 4-part harmony.
Yeah. We gotta mention some of the classic hits that Apollo says, though. Daphne on My Mind, Stairway to Olympus, Sweet Home Atlantis.
Love that. Very funny.
Rick, sometimes you do some good pun. You do it very good. Anyway, I want to hear these women sing. I would be swept up in it very much.
Yeah, that would work for you.
It would work for me. I like music, okay?
Me too. Which one do you think is missing? Is it the soprano, the mezzo soprano, the contralto, or the alto?
You know what? Let's just say it's the alto, because like that's me. I was the alto. So
I was about to say it's the soprano because they're attention hogs.
Whoa!
I sang soprano, so no one can come at me.
Yeah, no, I believe you. I'll come at you.
Excuse me?
That's why we talk over each other.
No, true.
Yeah, so she went rogue, because she just wants to have a career, you know? She's like, I don't need
she wants to strike out on her own. I support her, TBH, but also she's about to cause, carnage.
Yeah, I feel like if you would explain to them that they have too much power, maybe you could give them some, like, you know, freedom to roam about.
She could use her power for good, you know, out in the world. She just wants love and appreciation.
The fact that, I think they mentioned it later, that she could literally, like, sing people, like, into harmony and, like, you know, make bad shit go away.
Yeah.
Sing a love song, make people fall in love. I feel like she could do some good. Go send her out into the war zones. Have her end war, please. Yeah. So Percy's got to run the gods' errands. We're all mad at Hephaestus for this warranty. Oh yeah, we also got a Katy Perry mention.
Yeah, our two mentions are Katy Perry and Justin Bieber. Is that what was relevant in 2013? I fucking guess so.
No, that tracks. That absolutely tracks.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
I was in high school. I understand.
That's what people were talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when Percy finally understands the gravity of the situation, he's like, okay, fine. I'll do a fucking quest. She has to be stopped. Okay. And now we give Grover something to do. I'm so happy. Like, the one good thing about this is, what are we doing? We're giving Grover the most important thing. We're giving him a god's, like, special item.
Mm-hmm.
This is like if Percy got to wield his dad's trident.
Yeah, this is like actually using the Master Bolt. Like, it's the real shit.
Yeah, this is, in fact, the literal, like, lyre that Hermes made for Apollo, because it's made out of a tortoiseshell. That's Hermes' sacred animal, because, you know, he murdered it and hollowed it out to make a lyre.
And Percy's like, kind of fucked up.
Yeah, don't we love that?
Yeah, I do love that, actually.
So yeah, we get Grover gets to you know, get a magic item. We love that. Happy birthday to Grover!
And he's told not to put a scratch on it, just like Smelly Gabe. Don't scratch on my car.
Oh my god.
Those are the vibes I'm getting.
Yeah, no, I understand. Do we also not love Grover's shirt?
Oh, where's Grover's shirt?
What would Pan do?
Oh, that's delightful. I love that. I do.
Like,
he is an evangelical.
Like, it's like WWJD. What would Jesus do? But it's WWPD.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta love it.
He's living that life, honestly.
He's gone full hippie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't wear pants anymore. He's definitely got to be growing out that beard. He's not even hiding his horns, you know?
All natural.
Do you think he smokes weed now? If he wasn't already, he's got to be.
Mm.
Okay, so we're looking for Golden Lady. We're looking for Golden Lady. Percy's got the wax that Grover just happens to just have on him.
He says he always carries it around. Grover? Why?
Like, it's like chewing gum.
What does that mean? Grover, what does that mean?
Does he chew on wax?
I really hope not, because Percy puts it in his ears.
Maybe he's not chewing on that one. Maybe...
The implication is that you just keep it handy like you always have chewing gum on you. I just don't see... That's, to me, I'm choosing to believe he doesn't chew on the wax, personally.
What's Percy's favorite brand of chewing gum?
Is this like a pun, or...
It's Trident.
God damn it. Fucking hell. I hate it here. I'm leaving the podcast.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could share this with you.
So what I like about this short story, what I think it adds that is valuable to the Percy Jackson mythos, is that everything takes place in Times Square. And so we just get a lot of descriptions of like all this bullshit like happening like in this extremely crowded like New York area, and you know, very specifically placing it there, and like dealing with, you know, a guy wearing his underwear playing guitar, a bunch of cops looking bored, preacher, you know, it's very New York, and I feel like we miss out on that a lot of the time in Percy Jackson for a story that takes place in New York.
Like, the guy playing guitar, I was just like, is Grover gonna, like, go right up next to him? Because he's also not wearing pants, and he also has a musical instrument.
Like, I mean, it's true. They could like,
duo.
start a band.
Something I did not know, Apollo built the walls of Troy by playing is Magic Liar? I'm gonna have to look this up later. I don't remember this.
Is that canon, Rick?
I remember that he did help build the walls of Troy. I didn't know that he did it with music. I thought he had been like cursed to be human or something for that one, but I don't remember.
Does that happen to him a lot, or?
Yeah, it happened to both him and Poseidon, I think, at that time.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So I think my favorite line in this short story is where Percy's like, I wanted him playing Guitar Hero with a godly tortoise banjo. I wasn't sure I wanted him playing Guitar Hero with a godly tortoise banjo, but like
Guitar Hero, also a timely reference.
Amazing, beautiful.
I guess the youths don't grow up with Guitar Hero anymore. That makes me sad. Y'all need some Rock Band. We need to re-release Rock Band, please, for me.
Do it.
It's important.
Anyway, Grover has moved on from Hillary Duff songs to Justin Bieber songs.
Because apparently Percy Jackson is always timely.
Always.
And never grows any older.
Yep, But Annabeth is his girlfriend, so like we do know it takes place after Last Olympian.
They did the same thing in the Percy Jackson graphic novel that came out not that long ago. They all have smartphones now, no PDAs anymore. Not Percy Jackson. What did I say? Danny Phantom. That's what I meant to say. My bad.
I hate it. That's like the important part of Tucker's character is that he has a PDA.
Nope, they all have smartphones and they use like modern slang.
I hate it.
Anyways.
I can't. So, there she is. The lady, she's about to go and get a microphone. She's like literally walking towards a big stage that has a microphone in Times Square. Fuck.
Not ideal.
Percy does his whole thing about how he hates automatons and he's scared about that. And also, they're in a fucking big crowd. Like...
Which is exactly what she wants.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so Percy's solution for getting rid of the crowd is he goes up to a cop and tells them that there's a presidential motorcade coming and that they should clear the streets. And that fucking works because apparently Percy has like incredibly good control of the mist now. And I'm like, son, is that a skill that you have personally?
Maybe this one time it worked.
Just once. He just got lucky on this one. Maybe the cop was already thinking about what if a motorcade comes through? Like, don't they announce that shit? Wouldn't you think? This seems a little far-fetched to me, personally.
This is the one time Percy got like a nat 20 on his persuasion check.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Or deception check. Whichever. He just like, for once, he actually got like a good roll on that check. So, he did it. Good job, boy. So... Percy's running to the stage with a sword, and then everything happens at once. Everything. She's singing. She's singing really loud. Grover is frantically strumming. Insert what's his name from Road to El Dorado doing the strumming, like
the GIF. Yeah.
Don't you dare say GIF at me. Don't you dare say this word. It's a GIF.
GIF? Oh, fuck you. No way. Come on now.
It's a GIF.
Disgusting.
GIF is peanut butter.
I can't believe we're just discovering this now. I will compromise with a good old jife just for you. Um,
Where is the E making this a hard I?
It's a specific inflection. Don't worry about it. I'm making a reference to a YouTube series that existed over a decade ago. Don't worry about it. It's Jife now, though. Just so you know.
Anyway, we briefly get empathy leak things, and then so Grover is summoning a box around Arkelodon, and
He's trying.
He's trying to.
I think he forgot mortar because the bricks just kind of crumble.
Yeah, he's trying to make bricks around her. And then Percy is still going, because, like, everything's happening at once. And he just plows through the bricks.
Full face into it. His eyes are watering, his nose is bleeding. He's not doing good.
This is where the question is he still impervious?
Okay, yeah. I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, hey Percy, are you impervious?
Are you?
I think maybe Rick for gore.
I know this comes up in at least one of the other short stories that we're covering, where, like, it's the curse of Achilles is, like, not a major player, but, like, I think in that one it's at least mentioned.
Huh, yeah.
This one it's not mentioned at all.
They forgot. Like, for real.
Rick was just like, no, that's too complicated. We don't need we don't need him to be so overpowered right now. Okay?
Maybe if you didn't want your protagonist to be hyper overpowered, maybe you shouldn't have, but I mean...
Maybe you should have said that, like, it wears off after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it, personally. I think that him being ridiculously OP to the point of being, like, vaguely inhuman is fun, but you gotta deal with the implications.
Yeah, and then you gotta be like, okay, now he's Superman, and now he needs to, like, pull his punches a little bit, you know? But, like, I don't know, maybe that's why Percy, lives through this, is because he's...
Yeah. He goes through a lot in this one. But yeah, I think that Rick was just like, that sounds too complicated to deal with. We want a fun little hijinks story that has stakes, so we'll just for gore.
I specifically put this story, like, here in this thing here because it doesn't make reference to anything that happens later. So I feel like it's supposed to be right after.
Yeah, that's
like,
the only thing that makes sense.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me, but still weird. Okay, so Grover sings something else, and then Golden Lady, what's she doing? She's singing about fire. And sunlight and heat. Yikes.
Basically a tribute to Apollo. He'd be so proud.
Yeah.
Percy's face is cooking.
The fact that the wax melts in his ears, now he can hear everything.
Ow.
That's not good, bro. Bricks are falling from the sky. One of the speakers morphs into a chicken. There's a plate of enchiladas.
Grover is not good under pressure.
Grover, you know what? Grover is a wild magic sorcerer. That's what we're figuring out here today.
Sometimes those roles aren't that kind to you.
He tried to do one thing and then, like, his entire party turned into cats. Actually. We love when that happens.
We do.
Alright, so everything's on fire. Maybe. It's okay. The fact that Percy's like, surrender, and I won't hurt you. We just want to take you back to, you know, the man who thinks of you as an object.
And then she turns into a little quail and launches into the air.
I don't know where I found it originally, but I believe the quail is like one of the animals of Hephaestus.
Interesting.
And I want to say the reason on that is not great. Specifically, yeah. It's because it walks funny.
No! Not the ableism!
Yeah. I was trying to remember the word. It's I'm pretty sure it was an ableist thing. Wonderful times. Anyway, so she's a bird now. Bird mom. She's gone. And Percy's like, did you know she could turn into a bird? Yeah.
Grover also forgore.
He forgore.
So Percy's a little mean to Grover in this one. Could you be more helpful next time?
Listen, he hit the bricks, like, literally, so I think he's allowed to be a little bit mad. Grover should eat that plate of enchiladas, though.
Yeah, so here he says, the Golden Girl wins round 1, time for round 2, and then there's a short, like, there's a break there. Is that where one of your chapters changes over?
Yeah, that's chapter 5.
Chapter 5? How can there be 5 chapters? It's a 40-page short story.
Okay, there are 6 chapters.
That's so crazy. Yeah, no, I was just wondering where these could possibly be, because that's like the place where it makes most sense to me to do like a little chapter break.
So I should have been saying where each chapter break was. So so the first one, okay, so we got chapter 1. Chapter 2 starts with after Apollo says happy birthday. So there's that. Chapter 3 starts with they catch the subway to Times Square, so they're like actively on the quest. So, you know, we had our setup, we had our getting our quest, we have our going on the quest.
Okay.
And then we have our first attempt.
Yeah, you couldn't split that up. That's a whole scene. And time for the next scene.
Yep, time for the next part.
Yeah, in mine that's just a section break.
Yeah. So Grover, he's got the lyre figured out. We got this. It's fine.
I love Percy being like, I'm a demigod. I'm prepared. I don't need wax in my ears to hide from magic music, but mostly, I don't have any. And 2, wax smelling out of your ears hurts. I don't know. All of that little paragraph there is deeply funny to me. Percy being like, I can take it. I don't need to find more wax.
Here's our Blackjack mention. He hasn't been answering the calls for help recently. And here's another reason why it's like, where does this take place? Blackjack gets distracted in spring because he's searching the skies for cute lady Pegasi. My brain says that this Percy meant to say like spring/summer maybe, and this takes place maybe like early September. That's where my brain is going, but I have no fucking clue. So
I think you just need to accept that this isn't canon. I don't think it fits.
None of this is canon. It's the Uncle Grandpa crossover with Percy Jackson.
God damn it.
The worst crossover in existence. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's technically canon. Technically.
How?
Does it matter?
Explain how.
I don't know. Nothing here matters, so it's fine. But Grover has a birthday. That's all. That's what's important. When is it? What time of year? Who knows?
It says here spring. You're saying spring/summer. It says in here spring. So. And
I'm saying that maybe Percy is lying. Percy is an unreliable narrator. We all know this. We all know this.
I'm sorry, man. I think it's just not canon. I don't think it makes any sense.
So here's Percy's hot take of how all New Yorkers hate the song New York, New York.
So I don't know this song. I didn't look it up. I should have, but...
New York, New York. No?
No.
Okay. Huh. I know this song. It's okay.
Okay.
It's like, whatever.
No, it makes sense to me, though. Like, if you lived there and... like, people, like, played it for tourists or whatever, you would get so mad.
Yeah.
Anything can become oversaturated. But even if it's not, like, super common, like, getting annoyed about something that's, like, talking about your shit, it makes sense to me.
Oh, no. Okay. I have something about the birthdays. I don't know where this piece of information comes from, but when I Google it, Grover's birthday is June 5th. I don't know where we found this out, like where this is officially said.
I bet it's in, like one of the like character info books, like somewhere. Like a character profile somewhere. But anyways, like, that's not fucking spring, so
it technically is.
Is
before
it
the summer solstice?
Okay,
there you go.
Fine
there
then.
You go. You wanted it. You wanted it to happen.
Okay,
so there it is.
I accept that then.
Yeah. Okay. So, Percy's like, hey, what if we made a bird cage? And Grover's like, birds shouldn't be in cages.
Grover, what are you on about? Like, I mean, you have a good point, as in, we should let this girl go, probably. But, it's a bit late for that.
He meant like in general, like birds, like animals shouldn't be in cages. They should be free.
Okay, I see where that's
wild.
coming from. Because I was like, that is a non sequitur, my dude. Like, how are you not getting? She's a bird person.
No, he wasn't putting the things together that Percy was putting together in his brain. Percy had like the ADHD leap. Grover was not there yet.
I just can't imagine not being there. It makes perfect sense to me personally. I'm like, how could you miss that?
Hey, bro, guess what? You're neuro fucking divergent. So Grover, as far as we know, is neurotypical.
I mean,
then again, wait, he has anxiety. Never mind. He has anxiety. He's on our team. It's fine. Okay. So, do we still have the blindfold from Pin the Tail on the Human? Why? That's the only reason that existed, right? Anyway,
I mean,
Grover, why do you have a blindfold?
It's a funny little joke.
Grover, what are you doing with the blindfold?
You know, it's a party game. It's fine.
Okay.
They're fighting back for their donkey brethren, you know?
They are. Okay, so we're going after Lady, and Percy's just like behind her. He passed a stealth check. She's singing out, and he's just like trudging through, trying to ignore the words she's singing, and then he gags her.
Pretty good. And then Grover is really choking on his cage song. La la la, birds in cages, very strong cages, birds.
Wow.
Beautiful.
He wasn't gonna win any Grammys with those lyrics. Literally words from the story. So, yeah, Percy's holding on for dear life, and it's not going well. But there's a cage appearing. It's a bird cage is appearing, in fact. But we need to make her turn into a bird first.
Yeah, I don't know about this plan.
This is a terrible plan, Percy, actually.
Yeah. Like, I get what I was like, yeah, he wants to put her in a bird cage, but like, why specifically? But whatever. Maybe it's just easier to make something that's like a solid piece than like a wall. I don't know.
I think he also figured that like if they could trap her in bird form, she couldn't sing too.
Yes.
Like I think he
which
figured
I
that
did not
part
put
out.
together until like they do it. And he mentions that. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this makes sense, but
yeah,
kind of wild.
So this is where Percy like falls off. Okay, I need to figure out where the fuck they are again.
They're on the tower. Where the Jumbotron always is, you know?
Yeah, my brain was just like, wait, I forgot where the fuck they are and why Percy is falling off a ledge.
That big building in the middle of Times Square, it's that one.
Listen, both when I read it the first time and then when I was just doing the flipping of pages just now, I missed the part where it said they're on the Times Tower. I missed it. Okay? So, yeah. Percy falls off. His pants are gone. He's in his boxers.
His pants get caught on a metal strut, and it does slow down his fall. So very useful, but also his pants are gone. So
yeah, and then he has to grab onto another thing so he doesn't die. And now she's singing about letting go. Scary, terrifying.
Let it go. She's ahead of her time, is all I'm saying.
She is. No, it's 2013. Wait, when did it come out?
Oh, damn.
Just barely. Okay, September 17th, 2013 is when the Guys Read thing came out. So, it's 2 months before Frozen.
Holy shit. She predicted it.
She predicted Frozen. There we go. So, what is Percy thinking about? Hey, this is like some literal siren shit happening here where he gets like a whole image in his brain about what he wants, and he wants to be on a relaxing picnic with Annabeth.
She's still his anchor.
You know what? Maybe there's our Curse of Achilles thing. Is that she's still his anchor.
Annabeth can save Percy from mind control, so like jot that down. Just like thinking about her, like that's a powerful love.
Good things to know. Truly soulmates. So she's like, it's a trick. If you die, I won't forgive you. And because she's mad at him, it breaks him out of it. Because he's doing something stupid.
Good for her. Good for him.
Yeah, she's
dumb as
scarier
hell.
than the monsters. It's because he's scared of her.
Oh, Percy.
Okay, so we have Stupid Plan version 2.0.
That is literally in the story. So
It is.
very good.
Okay, so can I have your autograph?
Before I die.
We love it. We love to see it. He's like, hey, Grover, you remember, do you have some pen and paper? Grover's like, no, but you have a pen in your pants, right? So, yeah, she grabs the pen out of his pants. They're like, you gotta just take the cap off. That's it. And she's like, oh, fuck! Sword! I'm scared! Because we figure out that, when she's scared, she'll turn into a bird.
Right.
And
it describes it here like when you open one of those little cans with like the toy snake that jumps out at you. I'm imagining like a cat when they turn around and see a cucumber. You've seen those videos? You know?
Oh boy. Okay, sure. Yeah.
You know, the cat and the cucumber thing.
All right, I'll have to look this up later.
Is that not a thing that... Okay, yeah, apparently cucumbers look like snakes to cats, so, if there's a cucumber on the ground and a cat turns around and sees it, they will, like, flip the fuck out. They, like, jump, like, a foot in the air. It's, like, a whole thing. I would never do that to my kitties, because I couldn't subject them to such psychological tortures. I think we actually did try with one of our cats once, and they were no reaction.
So I have a funny story for you related to cats.
Okay.
And how I scared a cat once. I mean, I've scared cats probably more than once. Because I'm scary. But you know how I do the thing to assert my dominance, you know, the arms. Yeah, I did that at a cat, and the cat was just like and jumped up in the air and ran away. I'm like, oh,
apparently it works. You asserted your dominance very successfully.
Usually when I try that, we just have a staring contest. But for once it worked. And I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. I was just trying to be funny.
I do the same thing, like the hunch where your shoulders go up, and I do that at my cats so that they know that we're gonna play chase. It's how they get their exercise.
I don't know how to describe what this pose is. It's not T-posing, but it's the, you know...
But it has that energy.
Arms down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's a gremlin pose. That's what it is, clearly. So, yeah, Grover, very quickly, she turns into a bird. He gets her into the cage. And now she's stuck in bird form. Can't sing. Can't do anything. And yeah, and we probably scratched the lyre. So, oops, worst birthday ever.
They're doing their best. Yeah, poor Grover. Poor Grover. He just wanted to chill with his girlfriend and his bestie, his soulmate.
Yeah. Well, now, Grover, his anxiety is gone. Now he can magically do whatever the fuck he wants with the lyre.
He's not good under pressure.
He saves Percy. No, Percy, put on your fucking pants. We gotta go places. So Apollo's just like waiting in the lobby of the Empire State Building with his backup girls.
Which is some bullshit, because he said he was busy, so... But actually he's just, like, sitting on his ass, like, waiting for them to get back.
Maybe they're using the acoustics. Who knows? There's some great acoustics in that lobby, right? Gotta be.
It says the girls are just pacing nervously, so I think
it's because they're worried about their sister. Even though they don't have personalities.
Yeah.
That's a bug. You need to get that fixed.
What is the truth here? I feel like we're in, like, some droids in Star Wars territory where you're like, obviously they're guys, but we don't have to treat them like people.
Yeah. Don't love it. Robots are people too. Anyway, Festus has to fix her up, even though he's gonna do, like, a concert literally that day. So, I don't know.
I think like they have, like, half an hour. Yeah. But apparently Hephaestus has time to, like, do this. I mean...
They're gods, whatever.
Yeah, I don't doubt that he could fix her in, like, you know, 0.2 second flat. But what I'm saying is, will he in half an hour? In that kind of time frame. No warning. Yeah.
So... the scratch is mentioned. The scratch on the lyre. And Percy's like, it was the only way to catch the Kelladon. Like, it'll buff out. Get Hephaestus to do it. You know, he owes you for all the shit he put you through. And Apollo's like, sounds good to me.
I feel like the gods really like Percy at this point, you know?
They must. They love getting him to do their dirty work. And that's like, I feel like that's how the gods show love. They get you to do their dirty work. Because it's
their
not
busy work.
Their busy work, their dirty work. Both. But you know, it's not like they're calling on whoever. They're calling on you.
Yeah.
And it's because you specifically, you were someone they remembered in their brain that like could get shit done.
You've earned their favor, and that's what you get.
I was just gonna say it's just a different socialization for the gods versus the demigods, right?
Well, they do say that like asking people for favors actually is a good way to make people like feel more positively towards you. Like people like doing things for each other. We're social creatures. So like maybe that's like the vibe for the gods, but the things that they ask you to do are so shitty and terrible that all demigods are like, why is this happening?
Yeah, the demigods are just like, this doesn't sound good. This is not good. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. But like,
I'm traumatized now, thanks.
Yeah, it's not great. But they are in fact different types of beings. So
true.
Okay, so Apollo invites them to Olympus for the thing, but they don't really want to. They don't want to go to this concert.
See, and it's not because the girls sing too beautifully, because they do. They do actually sing, like, so incredibly beautifully, but despite being the god of, like, music and art and shit, Apollo is so shitty at everything that they're like, we do not want to hear this. I don't want to be involved in this.
He's a jack of all trades, master of none. He has too many things. He can't actually be good at any of them. He's just like, these are all my special interests. Are you good at any of those things? No, I just like it.
Oh, that's a mood, actually, though.
Right? Apollo, ADHD god of the century. And then there's Hermes, who's actually good at all that shit. The two sides here. Apollo, who's just like, I love all these things. They're my things. And then Hermes just like, I'm getting shit done, man.
Yeah, he picks up a new hobby and is like immediately expert level, and you're like, this is not fair. I hate you.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, our deception here is that we aren't worthy. Maybe we'll explode with your gaudy music, whatever.
And he's like, you're right. It would be really distracting if you exploded. Thank you for looking out for my concert. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Percy. Even though it's Grover's birthday. Whatever. So they're gonna go back to Juniper, and maybe they'll go back to camp for a sing-along. That's why my brain is like, maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it's whatever, it's near summer camp time,
but now we know it's June 5th, so like that makes sense.
Maybe
it all checks out.
Maybe, who knows?
I'm accepting it. I think it's June 5th.
I'm accepting nothing. I have accepted nothing at all. But they're gonna go have s'mores, and that's it. That's the story. We did it, guys. We read a new Percy Jackson short story.
It was all right.
It sure existed.
It's sure a thing.
It's just guys being dudes, you know? Anyway, drink every time we said that. Like,
yeah, we already did all of our talks about the story. I think we're done. I'm good.
Yeah.
You got media?
Do I have a media? Oh God.
I've got one. I'll go first.
I'm glad you got a media. I'll think about it.
Because I already mentioned it. Danny Phantom, A Glitch in Time, graphic novel. They're gonna make a sequel to it. It's pretty exciting. Is
the glitch in time that they have phones?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's post Danny Phantom series. It's a continuation of the story. Time starts glitching out. Here, I'll spoil it a little bit for you because it's pretty exciting. Vlad went to see Clockwork and to try and like make his life better. So he was trying to turn time back, and Clockwork was like, no, fuck you. And then he accidentally knocked over the thermos that contains evil Danny. And so then that guy kind of ate Clockwork and became even more powerful. And so now the timeline is falling apart. And that's the premise. Yeah, it's great.
We really had to do more time travel things. Like, why?
Because
why did
it's
we need to do more
fun.
time travel?
Time travel slaps. It's great.
Like, no, it does slap. I'm just like, I feel like every time that happens, it breaks my brain. Because it's definitely not a stable time loop, right? So
yeah,
people
don't really do it right, but it's fine. I always have fun.
Honestly, even stable time loops break my brain a little bit because I'm just like,
Yeah.
wait, but how?
The Milo Murphy's Law Peach.
I need to rewatch Milo Murphy.
What was I about to say? So what I really like about the graphic novel is that it, like, does a couple of things that are, like, popular fandom concepts and then, like, kind of canonizes them. Like, the idea that ghosts are primarily made and driven by emotion and, like, that, and, like, diving into that a little bit. And I think that that's fun.
We love that.
So I think it's worth checking out if you are a Danny Phantom fan.
You know what's funny? I did recently edit and upload our Danny Phantom bonus episode. Hey, you can get that if you subscribe to our Patreon. For at least $5 a month, you can get our bonus show, Against All Odds, where we covered Boxed Up Fury, the Danny Phantom episode, and you were literally, like, geeking out about all the different Danny Phantom lore and things.
I love Danny Phantom fandom lore, so
it's fresh in my brain. All of the thoughts,
good
feelings you had. Did I mention recently that I watched Hilda? I don't remember.
You did. I remember you talking about it at some point.
I'm trying to find something that I haven't plugged yet. What haven't I plugged? I plugged so many things. I need more media. I need more media to consume.
You really, though?
To plug. You know what? My plug is? Be gay, do crime. That's my plug today.
It's more of a call to action.
You're welcome.
Yeah, please do. Please, Charlie, would you release us from this mortal coil?
I certainly will after this short story that exists. Get the fuck out of my cabin. We're going to Times Square. I hear there's a really, like, hot golden lady singing.
Oh, fuck,
and, like,
yeah.
I just want to get lost in that.
I've never actually been to New York.
We gotta get the Percy Jackson podcasting people back at New York just so we can get you there. See, you know that song, but you don't know the other one.
I've never heard it. I'm sorry. I've never heard of it. I don't know what this song is.
I feel like once you listen to it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Okay.
It could be one of those.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those. You're gonna have to do it after this. Yeah. Goodbye. Whatever. Leave.
I'm gone.
Why are you still here? Bye.
A huge thank you to all of our patrons, especially our good friend Matt. You can follow this podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr, and at Of the Eldest Gods on Twitter. You can send us an iris message through oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about episodes and anything Percy Jackson related. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology. No promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can find me, Raye, at HeyHeyRaye, spelled R-A-Y-E, on Twitter. If you want to hear more from me, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
And you can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, but on Twitter I'm at GreenPixie123, which I'm totally not salty about. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. I sometimes do the YouTube thing on my channel, Charlie Mac. That's M-A-C-K. Our music was written by Isabel Strauss-Riggs and recorded and edited by Ian M. Riggs. You can find Izzy at Kane_I, that's I as in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast. Of the Eldest Gods is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Burn Before Reading, a podcast about shiterature, where your hosts, Christina and Leela, cringe about writing.
I'm Christina Kahn.
And I'm Leela Hilton.
And this is Burn Before Reading,
the podcast about shiterature.
We're here to examine the terrible writing we did when we were younger.
Like that school project you were really proud of.
Or that poem you wrote when you got dumped.
Well, how about that apology letter you wrote to your mom when you got into that fight?
Or the song you recorded before you knew how to write music.
Okay, don't at me. And we're here to talk about other cringy literary topics along the way.
Like the Library of Alexandria.
And Dewey Decimal.
His name was Melville Dewey.
Oh, well, do we want to get the clips rolling?
I don't think I ever recovered from this in terms of being cool.
Why did I say any of this?
I do like the drama.
So there is actually quite a bit to unpack here.
Oh, all this drama was so addictive as a teenager.
There's no punctuation to it. I'll start with that.
I actually have no memory of this.
There were so many lies that I was telling it.
It's not terrible.
No one really taught me how to write a good short story.
That was a journey.
Listen to Burn Before Reading
every Wednesday, wherever pods are cast.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now, we are discussing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
So I didn't actually find a good outtake in this episode. So I guess just remember to be gay and do crime. Don't give in to the establishment, man.
Deus Ex Media.